Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Becky at winzigcreations. I hope you're all well, okay, and not suffering too badly today. I hope you're all in good spirits, ready for Christmas. I'm going to do another Dephemerember today, and then I think I'll have caught up so I can then do something else. I know these are coming out much later. This does need washing, but yeah, I'm doing them myself just after they've done them. You know, they meaning Barbara and Louisa. So today's prompt for me is journaling card and tiny letters. Well, I had some journaling cards that I had from a masterboard, which I don't like because I just painted it. Here we go. I've backed them ages ago. I back most things, but I'm not keen on these. I have to confess. They didn't come out quite how I envisioned, so I just cut them up and backed them and left them. So this seems an ideal time because all you'd have missed was me painting a piece of scrapbooking paper that I wasn't overly keen on. In fact, there's a couple here. I did some tags as well. So I'd like to cover these with tiny letters and some other stuff. So I think, as usual, I'm going to do a couple of vintage ones. Don't know which two yet, and then the rest will be botanical. That one, I think. And should we do the two dark ones as vintage? You won't see any of this stuff after I've finished anyway. That might be a bit more difficult. That's a bit sheeny, that. And these three can be botanical. Now, what I've got quite a few books out as far as small print is concerned. I don't have any stamps or anything like that. I have this beautiful, actually antique. It's incredibly old, this book. It was originally done in I think it's 1853. It was originally done, and even the most recent print is something like 1933 or something like that. I did check all the copyrights before I even opened it, but as you can see, it's falling apart. I bought it like this in this state. Well, I bought it. I said it wasn't very expensive. I got it from a charity shop. As you can see, it's a book on golden treasury, on classic, well, the world's classics, it says here. And here we go. The most recent edition is 1922, and Francis Turner Palgrave was who's got this together, I think, was born in 1824 and he died in 1897. So a lot of these are very old. It's got shillings and things in it. Anyway, yeah, Palgrave's Golden Treasury. So yes, it's got people like Shakespeare in it. It's got Tennyson, probably got Wordsworth, and Keats, and Gray, and Robert Burns. You know what I mean? All the real Milton. So I might use one of these, depending on what it reads, you know. So there's that, which I treasure. Then there's this beautiful book, which sorry, it might be glary, has some really tiny print in it. As you can, don't know if you can even see the tiny print. Anyway, this is a modern book, so I do use it to pull bits out of. And it's got these lovely bits on owls. So we can, here we go. Look, this is an example. This is a good example here. You've got this lovely picture of an owl, and then you've got this really tiny writing here, telling you a bit about the owl, which I think is nice. There's a lot more there. I mean, you don't have to cut it so they go together, but I do like owls, and they could go in well, they could go in either, actually, because owl's a very old bird, isn't it? So I've got a few pages of owls here. These have obviously been taken out for a journal, and I didn't use them. Yeah, there's quite a lot in here, but as the owls were loose, I thought I might as well try and use those. So those will probably get used, so that book can go to one side. I don't know if they'll all get used, but some of them will. I think. They are a bit shiny, but... And then I've got this book out. I've used the cover for something. But this is full of different sized fonts. It's brilliant, I think. I thought this would make very good, like, background paper. So, yeah, this is all really old adverts and things. Look, isn't it pretty? It's lovely, this book. I got given it when I first started, and I barely used it because I keep hoarding it because there's so many different types of fonts and different types of lettering. It's amazing, isn't it? I could just put that whole piece on one as a backing piece. So that's what I'm going to do for my backing. So we're supposed to do this compartmentalized, aren't we, a bit at a time. I've also got these on my desk from a previous project which I thought might work somewhere along the line. I don't know, not entirely sure how I'm going to do this yet, but this is coming off. So these bits will be cut off. I could cut them off now, I suppose, but I might have to do it again. I'll leave them for now. Leave them for now. They will be rounded. I like my corners rounded. So let's get these bases covered, shall we? Let's cover all the bases first. Yep. Cover all the bases first. That sounds funny. And this is a Harry Potter book that's been taken apart that I'm using after I've run out of this gluey stuff. Right. So that's what we're gluing on. Where's my glue stick? Here it is. Let's get cracking. So, I hope you're all okay. Book. And hope you're enjoying the Dephemerember. Let me just make sure what this is. You have to do thousands of other prizes. All you have to do is supply that. Oh, that sounds like a nice one. It's about a limerick. Oh, that's not coming out very well, is it? I don't want to tear all that. Let's get my knife out. I know most people have lovely, delicate little craft knives, and I have this massive, great brute. But it works very well, and I have about 100 blades for it. And it cuts through cardboard and everything. Although this blade is very, very blunt, I should have thought of changing the blade. I can't remember the last time I changed this blade. It's very old. I don't know why I don't change it more often, because it's what I like. I'll just show you this. It's a scraper as well, which is great for cleaning your there we go, put it away, glass mats for. So I like this one. I think I might just pop it on there like that. It's only a backing piece. Yeah, yes, I do like that. So let's do this. Quite often I like a bit of backing showing, but not on this occasion. I don't like what happened there, so I am just literally, hopefully, tearing it to size. And I'll do that with probably all of them, because that's the way we roll with this. Now I've got a few more than 3 out. I needed 3 with the postcards, but I've got all 5 out, but I don't think I will. I probably won't get through all 5, but that is the whole point, isn't it? That you don't have to finish them if you don't have the time at that time. That doesn't look very straight, but hey, I'm not sure if it's the card or the paper that wasn't straight. Let me just let's check it on here. It'll be weird if it's not straight. No, it's not straight by any means. That's not straight anyway. That is, so it's this one that's not straight then. There we go. So that one's straight. That one's straight. Yep, the others are straight. That was just a bit off. It's funny, I can tell even if something's ever so slightly off. It's weird. There, that goes on there like that. I'm just going to ink that up. And then what I'll do is, actually I'm going to stick it on first because I want to sandpaper the edges off. So let's do a piece at a time. Knife away first, shall we? Great thing out. Let's glue this on. Now I think I'll probably need some art glitter as well, because this is a bit of a sheen on this. Let's put this in the middle. I do want the edges to stick down, because I'll probably sandpaper the edges a bit. There we go. So are any of you following the Dephemerember? Dephemerember, that's it. I have to think about the word. I think most people do. My first time joining in. I've probably said that before, but that's that one done. What's this one have on the bottom? No. Let's find another one like that. Oh, this one's got different sizes. This one might come out a bit better as well. Not wonderfully better, is it? It doesn't matter. Let's oh, there. That'll do nicely. Helps if you use a ruler, doesn't it? Help a little bit if I used a ruler. There we are. I'm going to stick that on there. I'm not worried about this because a lot of this will get covered up. As I say, this is my base coat, base layer, you know. And we'll do the same again. We'll glue stick around it, and then we'll stick a bit of art glitter on as well. Which I'll need some more soon. Trouble is, it's difficult to transport in this weather. But I think I can get it from Amazon. So should have to wait a few days beforehand though. I ordered some stuff online for Christmas, and they're taking a long time. They've already given me a credit for it not coming. They've already, you know, offered me a credit for different shopping, but I don't want to buy anything else from them until I know it's here, you know. Let's find some more different size text. That bottom one's nice. I just wish these came out a bit better. This is clearly glued, this book, isn't it? What I could do is change my blade, I suppose, and then it would come out better. Maybe if I do that, and then, there we go. That's better, isn't it? You are a useful knife after all. Now, which one was I going to use? This one, I think. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to use one of these on all of them. Yeah. Let's go across here. I'll do this piece first. Yeah, I'm still struggling with this sort of way of making. I'm a bit like Barbara. I like to put, you know, do one piece for a particular journal rather than, I mean, I know I said I've got a lot of completely base pieces. That's different from having actual ephemera done, I think. A lot of what I've got in my stash are from a kit I might have bought that's left over, or bits I've been given, you know, or things like that. That should fit there nicely. It does. So I thought if I put this at the background, then my little numbers, my little letters, sorry, should look really little, shouldn't they? Then I was watching Louisa's last night, and she's right, you know, because little letters, it depends, tiny letters, it depends on what you're comparing it with, isn't it? Doesn't it really? Whoa, let's not fall you on the floor. Right, they now have a right way around now, but it doesn't matter. That's those two. Let's just get these ones done as well. And at least I don't have to look at this awful stuff anymore. Every time I go through my stash, I bypass them because I don't like them. I like the colour of this book too. It's not white, it's It's off-white, it's like a cream colour. Lovely. This clearly isn't sewn in, it's heavily glued. Heavily glued in. Now that's not straight. I know that bit isn't straight, so let's move you over there. I'm fortunate that I can actually, very fortunate that I can tear with either hand. I know Margaret from Seven Plaza, she spins hers around. She says her right hand's her tearing hand. When I'm tearing paper, it doesn't. There, that fits nicely. Come here, little ruler. This one I'm looking for. Yep. So we could put the owls on the vintage ones, I suppose, as well, because although they're very white, I can of course ink the pages up. They're just a little bit shiny, so I could go over them a bit with a bit of sandpaper, couldn't I, and rough them up a bit. Poor little owls. We shall see. I would like to get one of those little round, what they called, sandpaper things. I use a big block, but I would like to get one of those little round ones. Oh, that top one's nice. I'm just looking for there. Cloth haul wipers. Have got any small? Yes, it has got small text on as well. Let's use this knife system seems to be working. Whoops. Until I've done these videos fairly close together, because the bruise on my hand is still there. It's fading slowly. Oops, that didn't work very well. Don't think we'll need you again, mister. You can go away for a little while. Just put you away, then you're out of my way, aren't you? There we go. Sorry about that, Bash. That was my cupboard door closing. That way round, I think. So we'll pop you on here. Because I like this little stuff here with 1917 on. If I want any other bits, I've got a whole pile there, so that will work. Oh, Louisa, last night, oh dear, she was explaining why her videos are so long, because she talks a lot and explains everything well, and she does. She's brilliant at that, particularly as her English is her second language, so she does amazingly well, I think. But mine are quite long, and I just talk gibberish, so... Anyway, I think they're fun to watch. All of them are, all the different people. I need to get around to watching a few other people. I'm not quite sure how to. I'll have to go on their page. As I've said before, it's the way I watch my videos that it's not easy to. I need to get them up on my computer so I can go through them and make some lovely comments, because there's so many of them. They're lovely. I could sit and do that later. Just spend my time going over the ones I've already watched on my projector, which I've liked, and then pop in and make. Now, which way round does this go? Yep, that fits on there nicely. Yeah, so that's that stage done. let's get these big oh, they've all got the same thing on the top. Look, that one hasn't. Right, we'll keep them. They're good collage fodder, they are. These are too bitty to do much with, so we'll get rid of you. There we are. Pop them. I've got a bin down to the right of me. I'm not putting them on the floor. Right, there's those 5. Now I'm just going to get my sander out. Where are you, sander? You're probably in the back here, actually. And yes, there it is. Just going to sand the edges off. These. I want a bit of paper to do it on. Let's do it on you. Oh, it's noisy, isn't it? Let's do it this way. I love the effect sanding has. If you can hear me. I love the effect sanding has. I'm trying to do it slowly so I don't deafen you. This is what I did with my postcards yesterday. I just, to make them look old. There we go. This doesn't look straight, does it? Gordon Bennett, I can't bear it when something's supposed to be straight and it's not. I don't mind crooked things, but that's better. Just did that with this and didn't need to. I cut it off in the end. I don't really want to cut them down if I can help it because they're not particularly big as it is. Well, they're a bit square, but I don't think it matters to have square ones for a change. Who says what shape a journal card has to be? This side's a gentler side and doesn't make as much noise. I should perhaps, it doesn't actually do a great deal, that just softens it up after I've done it. I don't know if you can hear me above the noise, sorry. My son always tells me that my phone picks up ambient sound way better than it does my voice. So I apologise if you... Should I just shut up while I do this? That's probably a wise decision. I'm like Gail though, Gail Augustinelli. I don't edit my videos. I link them together and I can add things, like I can add and a bit to the end or a bit, in the middle or whatever, but I can't edit. I don't edit. It takes me all my time just to make them and upload them and everything. I will get there one day. My son did show me how to put words on, but I've forgotten now. Unless I do something repeatedly, that's it, it's gone again. Last one. I do like sanding stuff off like this. Just so quick and easy, isn't it? To get the sides, get the rest off. This is why I wanted them stuck down well as well. There. All nice and sanded now. Look at that. I'll just get the rest of the bits off. Let's get rid of that. I don't want too much dust on me. So that's stage 2. Right, what should we do for stage 3? Let's do another one. I can't tell what's what now, so it doesn't matter which is which, does it? I think the next thing is to do the corners and ink. Then we know what we're doing. Where's the little round one? Here it is. No, I don't know if this one works. At least it does. There we go. That's one. Yeah, I don't keep my coffee up here for that reason now. Because things can start flying if you're not careful. Move them. Oh, I forgot to look at the time again. It's probably been about 15 minutes, I suspect. Right, let's give it a nice ink. You can see a tiny bit of glitter there. Glittery bits, you know. I don't want glittery bits on it. What did I do with my what did I do with my... Oh, there they are, right over there. I don't usually leave them over there. My scissors. I've just got to chip that bit off. Sorry. Seeing that glint in the light was annoying me. I don't think you could see it on the camera, but I could. And it was annoying me immensely. Nice start. Like these are way better already, you know, compared to what they were. I use Vintage Photo quite a bit when I've got a lot to do because it's the only pad I've got a re-inker for. You know, it's funny, you put a piece of paper on something and suddenly it transfers from something quite, what I thought was quite ugly, to something really quite pleasant, you know. Just a bit of paper. It has a magical quality to it, doesn't it, paper? And to think they're doing away with it in schools. It's a shame. I'm a big advocate for the written word. Don't get me wrong, I like IT. I do believe you need IT in this world. You would be lost without it. And you do need to keep up with the times. But I think the art of sending a nice letter to somebody it is wonderful. I mean, it's kind of gone by the by now, but I do write to it. I've got a young lass in Uganda. Her name's Grace, bless her. And I write to her. She writes to me, and then I write back to her, you know. And it's so nice to actually write a letter to somebody, you know. And I read a letter, and then I ask her some questions about it. She's just done an exam, you know, and yeah, she's not very old. She was about 8, I think, when I first started corresponding with her. It's through the charity called Compassion, and yeah, got a picture of her. She's a bonny lass, and yeah, it's lovely to actually write to her. I mean, I write on the forms they send so they can translate it, obviously, if they need to. I mean, her English and her English writing has improved drastically. It really has. It's lovely to see. And it's lovely to see a girl getting educated in it. Some parts of this world, the women's, you know, girls still aren't allowed to be educated, which is barbaric. Anyway, I'll get off my hobby horse. I'll get off politics. Shut up, woman. Are those two the same? Oh, no, they're just written by the... There we go. Liking them. What next? Let's have a look at these owls. Are you going to look all right on one of these? How big are you? Well, you're a tad large, mister. I would lose your feet. So, don't mind too much about losing feet. An upright posture adopted when the bird is alarmed. There we go. I'd like to get that tiny bit of writing in and the owl. Now I can do it with this one. Right, so I need to cut this here. and then I will cut it across there. I'll cut round, but I'm just doing the top and the bottom for now. Let's cut it across there and across there. I'll do this for each, so just so there's nothing real. Nope, I will do this one. I'll cut it across there. Sorry, little owl. Actually, I cut this carefully. I won't damage that owl. I'll just do it with my scissors straight away. What I was going to do was cut round him like this. I will cut round him a lot better. Don't worry. Yeah. Let's do this. Right. I know it's only a little bit of writing. I'm just going to leave a little edge around him. I think it's what they call kiss cutting, isn't it? I don't have to go right round the bottom bit because we need to go across the bottom. I'm just going to cut that bit off so I know how far to cut to. Let's just see where he is on there. Get off. Yeah, that's fine. Let's carry on going around him then. Now, do I want that bit off, or do I want a nice straight? I like that straight edge. Not straight, but I like the having a bit of a straight edge. How about popping that there? Doing the two corners. Yep, I do like that. Despite the type of paper it is. Where's my thingy gone? There it is, right in front of me. I'm going to do you. I'm going to do you. Make sure I don't lose my writing. No. I'm going to ink you up, little owl, and pop you there. And just make sure you'll fit on before I do that. Yep, you will. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go around the edge, and then I'm just going to ink up the body, the whole area a bit. I want a darker edge first. Right, let's get my get these bits of paper out. I need this, and then I just want a bit of paper. Just a bit of paper to soften. Where's my vintage photo? That's walnut stain. Should leave my vintage photo out, shouldn't I? Vintage photo. Just want to darken up this white paper a little bit. It's just a tad in your face, isn't it? But I want the edges a bit darker than the rest, so oh, I like this. Oh, yeah, like that very much. So we'll do that with the others. That's one done of that piece. Next, now, no, I won't use you. I'll put you up there because I'll keep that allowed and cut them out later for something else. Oh, here's another one that we could use. The survival of this sedentary species. Blimey, blimey, blimey. Well, will you fit on there? We're going to lose quite a bit of you, so it might have to be that one. What else do we have here? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that will fit on. That one I like. You don't have to put owls on all of them, you see. Trouble with that one is he's got a dead blue tip on in his claws, look. Don't know if you can see that, but I'm not overly keen on that. I know they have to survive and... Oh, this is a nice one at the bottom. Oh, no, he's got a dead rabbit. I can't have a dead rabbit on my flipping picture. No way. I'll have to... Right. That is the eagle owl. I don't mind having an eagle owl, but we're not having a bunny on it. I know that's what they do, but... So I can put the He's very big, isn't he? I can see why you do bits at a time with this, because it allows you to... He is cute. Not using you. Look at that owl. He looks like a piece of wood, doesn't he? He's nice. Oh, he's tall, but he's nice. Oh yeah, he'd fit on. Right, he's next. So I do want at least 2 owls going. So we're going to cut that and put that on maybe separately. Let's just cut up here and see what we're doing first. Let's cut you up here. Then, yeah, I can save that owl, that woody piece. I want the tiny writing as well, so we would lose... Oh, only the wood. That's okay, only the wooden bit at the bottom. So let's cut you out like this. Or shall we see how low you go first? There, let's cut you off. There, so I don't cut that bit out. Oh, I'll get myself in the middle here. So, whoops, a bit more. That's it. At least we've still got his feet in, eh? And I'm going to keep the other side straight, and I'm going to cut this side like I did the other one. I like the way the other one came out. Doesn't look like it came out of a modern book too much now, does it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's that one. So I don't lose any writing. That's that one. Yeah, I like that very much. And I like the fact it's the opposite side too. And he's not eating any livestock. So I'm very happy about that as well. I like the fact that the little bit of the small text is actually telling you something about the bird. I think that's rather cool. So let's do it this way so we get the edges a bit darker. I haven't torn anything out of my books for ages. It's good to use them again. There you go, Mr. Owl. Oops, Mr. Owl, you're done. That's 2 done, right. You could have different birds. We don't have to have owls. Look, so. Sometimes owls do look surprised, don't they? Right, let's see what else we've got. Let's see what other birdies or other things. I've got a whole handful here. Oops, put you back there. No, can't use anything on there. We can cut him out and put him in our stash, but no. Why did we not use this one? Oh, we can use this one. The writing's right over there, but I don't think that matters. Let's do 3 owls, and then we'll do 2 with my vintage stuff, eh? I do like the owls, and they're here, and we've got them already, so, you know, let's just use them. What did I do with my scissors again? Here they are. Let's cut you off. It's a grey owl. A grey owl. Right, how are we going to do you? We're going to cut you. We might put you in the middle, mister. That's what we might do. Sorry, I'm faffing about here. Yeah, I think we'll pop you in the middle. The other 2 are one side, so why don't we just do you in the middle? cut you off. I'm humming and hawing. I don't think I'll keep the one in flight. Right, let's cut round you then and see where we go from here. Not too slow at fussy cut. I'm not as fast as Rachel from Roxy Creations, though she is a very fast fussy cutter. And he's going to go in the middle. I don't think we need the word adult on there. Got some talons, hasn't he? They have to, don't they, to pick up their food. I think I'm going to cut him out and then I'm going to add the words separately. Pop you there, mister. Where are your little words gone? Here they are. Here's my tiny text. Oh, there's nice. So that's you done. Right, next we're doing something different. So let me throw these bits I can't reuse away. Right, I can reuse those bits. Where's my bird? But where's the... Oh, there, I don't want those there, do I? So that's that all done. That's all my owls sorted. Get that to go with the owls. There we are. Right, now I've still got some of my bits in here for the two vintage ones I'm doing. So we can use some really big butterflies, can't we? Some nice, I think I used this on something else. Pop you there, maybe. You up there, maybe. Maybe. You don't know yet. I like you. I like you slightly better. Might put two butterflies on, we'll see. I'm thinking, is there a bird in here? No, but there is a stamp with a bird on, which might be quite nice. Do I have any more birds? This is the question. I have a candle on a hat. I don't want a candle and a hat. I'm just seeing if I've got any more birds left. These sort of birds rather than out of my stash. No, we'll stick. We've got 3 with birds on, so I think we'll stick with this. I like that arrangement. Just double check that's the flower I want. Yeah. Or do we want... I'm sure I used that on another piece earlier. Well, I don't suppose it matters, does it? Right. I'll probably add some more stuff to that, but that's that one. Where's my last one? Here's my last one. Pop you there then. Can you see what I'm doing over there? Sorry. I just realised you might not be able... Oh, hello. Who are you? You're a nice butterfly. You've got your antenna as well. It's just a bit quicker if they've already got them, so I don't have to... I want that, another stamp. I want another stamp up there. I like that arrangement. There we go, and that's that one. So that's that stage finished. Excellent. Now we've got to ink up and stick on. But this one and this one, I want something else in the background first. I do like those like that. I definitely want some washi tape. And what else? I've got some washi tape here actually. That would probably go well with it. I've got some little bits here. There's that bit. Oh, that's the same. That's a nice piece. I cut a load out last night. I know I've got loads, but let's just take a whole load and shove it on the desk. This is the transparent one. So, oh, that's nice. I like that. Put that along there. Bit of washi along there. Like that. Yep, I do. I have to have my my flowers. Oh, that won't tear. I'll have to cut that. I'm assuming I made this on the right stuff anyway. Yes, I did. Almost transparent, but I do like it. Put you across there. And I'm going to put probably another piece up there, here. There we go. Another piece up there. Right. We need tiny text on these too because we don't have it like we do on the birds. So I knew there was something missing. We're just doing this one. A couple of bits of washi, and we need some little words, little letters. Little letters. So we're going to use something out of it. Oh, bit of index here. That would be quite cool. Get numbers and let's see. Index of writers. So precious, this paper. Right, where are we going to put you? I'm going to take those numbers off and save them. I'm going to take them off and save those. So fragile, this paper. I'm going to put you down here. I think I'm going to do you at an angle. Let's take that edge off as well. So we've got just, you can hear, can't you, how delicate it is. Right, I'll pop you there. So I've got my little text, little words. I think that's what it says. I did say little words, didn't I? I'm doing all this. Tiny letters. So yeah, tiny letters. Letters make words. So yeah. Just going to round that bit a bit. And put this in here. It's not going to work, is it? It's way too soft. Let's go around that. Right, let's ink you up. Sorry, I can't work in a mess. Sorry if you find that really annoying, but I can't. I'm just going to put a tiny, tiny bit of ink on the edge. Just a tiny bit, particularly where I've cut it. Right, let's pop that on. And I might sew around these when I've finished. I'll see. There's my tiny text. Where's my little bird? There, my butterfly there. Let's ink you up a bit. I think my ink pad's getting a bit dry. Put the lid on for a little while, and that might help. Let's pop you there. Yep. A little bit of glue there. There we go. So this is like stage 4 or 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. This is like stage 3, I think. Anyway, it's another stage in the process. Might put some splatters over. We shall see. Whoa. But as always, if I don't get them finished, which I won't because time's running out, I will, as always, show you the end product on my next video. I don't think it's fair to leave you with no idea what they ended up looking like, you know. Get one of these ones finished, and maybe one of the owl ones finished, and then I think we'll have run out of time by then. We shall see. I like that. I need a label on it, a couple of labels on it, and I would like to sew round it. So yeah, let's find the label, shall we? Although that would probably be the last stage. I'm going to, would you fit in there? That's quite nice. Oh, I prefer that. Let's cut you out a bit. There we go. Ink you up a bit. Whoops. There we are. Right, I'm going to leave that to be sewn round. But other than sewing, I think that's done. I like that. Right, we'll do one of the owl ones. Let's do you, Mr. Owl, because I haven't inked that one up. Yes. I know we've got a little bit of paper, a little bit of writing there, but I might put some more on. Actually, what I might do is put a bit of... Oh, no. I just dropped a basket full of stuff. I'm just going to see if I want any of this on. Possibly not. Oh, yeah, I like that. I do like that. Well, it was worth dropping my basket on the floor. Yeah, don't know why, but I do like that. So that fits pretty much perfectly. So I'm just going to ink this bit a little bit. I started tearing it the wrong way. And you, let's ink put you on. I really didn't expect to like that, but it's all right. A lot of it's covered, admittedly, but whoop, come off. A lot of it's covered. But for some reason, I really like that with that on top. Yeah, no idea why, but I do. So it's going on. I think I'd like a label sticking out of this one. Got some nice soft ones here. Some nice material ones here. Oh, he doesn't go. No, it doesn't need to be sticking out at all. I'm just going to pop him on. Oops. I will have to pick all those up in a minute. But I won't bore you with that for now. I'm just glad I took out what I needed for this. This is why I can't work in a mess, because I always end up doing silly things like that. Right. It needs something else. It definitely needs something else. I don't know what at the moment. Oh, I like that. Sew round it. Some mushrooms. Oh, gosh, I like that. I wasn't expecting to. I just thought I'll randomly chuck that on and see what it looks like. But I really like that composition, so I'm keeping it. It's funny, you surprise yourself sometimes, don't you? It's just strange how these things creep up on us. I would never have thought of doing that. It was just happened to be sitting there. So we'll pop you on there and we'll pop you on the bottom. You noticed I do a lot of popping. Pop this here and I pop that there. I'm going to use my glue stick and see if it works. A lot of glue sticks will stick fabric. We shall see. If it comes up, then I will re-stick it. Oh, I like that a lot. Whoops, tablet table. That's coming up though. Did I not catch the corner? What have I got in here? Oh, nothing, just more. Just take that off the glue. So that's those two pretty much finished. Should we do, have I got time to do one more? We just have a look, see how long we've been going. Oh no, we're going 55 minutes, so I think we'll leave it there. I don't want to send you to sleep or anything. Whew. Sorry, struggling with my chair. It's a struggle, isn't it? It's real. Let's throw bits away. That's not a rubbishy bit. So what I will do at the beginning of my next video, whatever it may be, whether it's this or other sort of crafting, I have some Christmas cards I need to make as well. So you might even get a splash of that before Christmas. So yeah, that one's finished. That one's finished except for sewing around. And then I've got to do those three. I'm really pleased with these two. They will look better once I've sewn around them, I know that, and they'll look finished. But yeah, I might put an eyelet in as well. I'll see. I might leave the eyelet until I put it in something so I know how it will feel, but I might well put a tab on. Again, that's something I might do before putting it in the journal. Anyway, I'm rabbiting. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you are well, and look after yourselves and keep safe, okay? Take care now. Bye now.